Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about why your swing changes never last. All right guys, so let's talk about why your swing changes never last. I want to do a video on making swing changes and practice here, as it's been coming up a lot in conversation. So there's a couple things that I want to get across in this video. I want to actually show you how I practice when I'm by myself, talk a little bit about what I suggest for my students to practice, and then really talk about why your swing changes never last. So first things first, let's preface it with how I practice. If you come to our channel a lot and you watch our videos, you know a couple things that we preach all the time. One of them, and the most important thing, is feedback. So here's me, Eric. I make a golf swing and I want to make a change. There's a couple variables involved in there that I'm going to need or want to do if I want to be successful. To me, I genuinely mean this. I think the most important thing is having a coach or someone who knows how to guide you through the process to make a change. And all I mean by that is, if you record your swing in a minute like I'm going to tell you to, and I record my swing, and I look at my swing, and you look at your swing, who's going to know what to fix better? Me looking at my swing, or you looking at your swing? Me looking at my swing is going to know what to fix. So I've found over the past 12 years of doing this, every year that goes by, I learn a little more, and a little more, and a little more. And guess what? I'm able to change my swing a little better, and a little better, and a little better, because I know what I'm looking for. I know in the swing what checkpoints to look for. I understand cause and effect. I know why things happen, so it's easier for me to fix things than it would be you. So our number two thing that I'm going to tell you, which is feedback. Ideally, you'd have someone helping you with that. That can be me. It doesn't have to be. It can be somebody. But if you're doing the wrong, if you record your swing and I tell you to practice a certain way and you pick the wrong things to do, are you going to get as good? No, you have to pick the right things. That's number one. Pick the right things to work on. Now, I think these videos hopefully help. Okay, I'm trying to kind of draw things and explain cause and effect to you guys, but still, when you watch your swing, you have to know what to fix. If you got a ball slicing to the right and you think you got to make your grip weaker, yeah, that ain't going to fix that, okay? So there's some things that's part number one. You have to understand what to fix. Number two is feedback. I can understand what I want to fix in my swing, but if I don't see myself doing it, even I just got done saying I know what I'm doing, I really don't know what I'm doing. If I can't see it, I don't know what I'm actually doing in my swing. And there is no getting around that. I wasted a lot of time, years, trying to change my swing with no feedback. And guess what happened? 10 years later, my swing looked the same. Can't even imagine that. 10 years ago, no feedback, practice, 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 practice. I got better at a pure volume, but my swing didn't change. Now I can change my swing in a couple reps because I have feedback. I recommend using video. We have set up right now. I got my phone behind me and I'm going to run through actual practice session. I just put my phone on a chair, okay? Because I always preach live view. I preach, the Mirror Vision app, mirror, something where you can watch yourself swing. And some of you guys say, well, I don't have mirror. Perfectly fine. You have a phone, you have a chair, right? So I just put my phone on the chair behind me, so there's no excuses. You guys could do this too. And I'm just going to press record here in a little bit. And what I do when I practice is I record my swing every single time, no matter what, to check on what I'm doing. So right now I have a couple key things that I'm working on. I looked at my video, right? I'm the expert of it and figured out what I want to work on. And now every single time I record it and I check those pieces first. So if I'm doing a normal practice session, I will record probably no less than the first 5 to 10 swings. And if I'm not doing it correctly, I'll continue to record and tweak until I am, okay? So I have my phone lined up back there. I'm just going to press record. I like to hit about 3 balls at a time, feeling what I'm feeling, and I'll talk you through that. And then I check it. And I tweak based on what I check. Now, ideally, you'd have a live view or mirror vision where you can actually see yourself live. That would expedite this process, but if not, at least you're recording. So I'm going to pop back here, and I'm going to press play. So I'm going to record my swing. And what I'll do is I'm going to go through my little fields here that I'm checking, and I'll hit 3 shots. I'll talk you through what I'm doing. Right now, I'm making sure my right hand grip is strong enough. I tend to get too weak, so I'm making sure my right hand grip is strong enough. I also have a tendency to get the club face a little open down at address. So I'm making sure the leading edge is square and my right grip is at my collarbone. I'm also making sure my hips are more in the middle of my feet and not as far forward. Those are me specific based on my ball flight patterns. Okay, so right hand grip a little stronger, face square, hips in the middle. Now what I'm doing, and I'd normally have my live view, I'm gonna make a backswing, and I need to feel like my left shoulder goes more down, and I feel like my right arm is a little wider. So now I can look back in my phone, I see that that looks how I want. I normally get too flat and too narrow with my right arm. Okay, so I get flat, I don't turn a lot, and I get narrow with my right arm. So for me, I looked at my video, I was able to diagnose that, right, going back to number one, and now I can give myself feedback. So I'll practice those pieces. Right hand grip, face square, hips in the middle, left shoulder down, right arm wide. Rehearse that, good. And now I'm gonna do the same thing and hit. So grip, club face, hips in the middle, left shoulder down, right arm wide, and then I'll hit, okay? And I'm still recording, right? Now notice as I'm going through that, how slow and deliberate it is. Almost every time I watch amateur golfers, you guys go too fast and you have no feedback. If you watch a professional golfer, and it's really evident watching them on a putting green, they always have a ton of feedback. They go slow and they're deliberate. They're really good in professionals. Okay, so there might be some kind of correlation between those two things, right? So I just did one swing, right? That was a lot of practice for one swing. Right hand grip, club face, hips in the middle, left shoulder down, right arm wide. Okay, I see that that's good back there. Right hand grip, club face, hips, left shoulder down, right arm wide, and hit. And I hit that one fat. I don't care how I hit these balls. What I'm looking for is, am I actually doing what I'm trying to do? Now, I'm doing several things at one time because I go slow, I'm deliberate, and I give myself feedback. I will do these couple setup things and backswing things until I get them because I'm disciplined with it. Most of the time, I would recommend you guys doing one, maybe two things at a time and get those before you jump around. Okay, again, because I know what I'm looking for and I've been doing this for a while, I can get a couple things done at once. Right hand grip, club face, hips in the middle, left shoulder down, right arm wide, good. And then I'm gonna feel the same thing. Right hand grip, face, hips in the middle, left shoulder down, right arm wide, and a hit. Okay, so the other things to keep in mind. When I say you guys go too fast, so I did 3, right? When I say you guys go too fast, I mean too fast from ball to ball, and literally you swing too fast. So like when I'm trying to make that swing change, I'll probably start at like 20% speed. If I can't do the movement at 20%, then I'm going too fast. Like you cannot go 1 mile per hour faster than that until you get it. And you have to go as slow as humanly possible, or you're just wasting time. Your swing's not gonna change. You've been doing this, it doesn't work. You have got to slow it down until you do it correctly. So now normally what I would do is I'm gonna look at it right now. I would look at this, I'd check it back, and I'm going through my piece, I'm talking a lot to you guys, and I'm just seeing, hey, so here's my actual first swing. I like that. Right arm's good, club face good, grip good. And let's see how it looks here. That looks good. So like based on that, I like those exact feels. Now, if I were to watch them and I don't like it, I would tweak it. I put my phone back here again. I'm gonna go back here. Okay, I'm gonna press record, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And if I didn't like it, I'm gonna record it again. I'm gonna do another 3-ball set. And guess how many times I'm gonna do that? Until I get it. Like until I get it. And that would be the mechanics practice that you're gonna do in the beginning until you do them. Now, this wouldn't be my entire practice. If you guys watched our perfect practice routine video, that maybe Mary will put up here somewhere, you know how I would do a 100-ball set. This would just be part of it. This is the mechanics part, okay? Then I'm gonna do skill stuff, then I'm gonna do routines. But for this, I'm trying to change motion. So I would rinse and repeat until I get it. And that's my mindset, until I get it. And then guess what's gonna happen? At some point in time, something else is gonna pop up. My ball position's gonna be off, my aim's gonna be off, something else is gonna happen. You never get it. There's no end goal here. I'm never gonna have my swing mechanics perfect forever. There's always, always, always gonna be stuff that comes up. So a lot of you guys have a mindset of, oh, I'm gonna fix this one thing and then my swing's gonna be good. And then I'm gonna golf good. No, you're gonna make a bunch of improvement, but something else is gonna pop up. There's always room for improvement. This is not, and the goal is not, find this thing, fix it, and I'm good forever. That ain't never gonna happen. You're gonna always have shit come up. So you have to understand that the goal is just steady improvement over time, not perfect, okay? That's the goal here. There's no end to this stuff. So you have to record your swing to know what you're doing, right? And have the discipline to do it every single time. If I hit that ball really shitty, but I did exactly what I want to do in my backswing, I don't care. That's the goal. Literally my practice, if this is successful or not, grip, club, hips, left shoulder down here, right now I'm done. If I did those things good, I don't care about the rest of it. You know why? Because I'm not working on that. Did I mention any downswing stuff? No. Did I mention any impact stuff? No. I mentioned setup and backswing. So long as I do those, I'm good. But I only know I'm good because I know what I'm looking for and I have video. If I took any of those two away, my process of getting good, I have no idea. So I'm genuinely not saying that because I want you guys to come to, it doesn't matter to me either way, but you need someone who knows what they're doing to help you, or you have to know specifically what you're looking for. One of those two, and you need video. I, for a long time, didn't want to watch myself on video because I didn't like what it looked like, and I was a field player, and I didn't want to watch video, and that's baloney. If I could have watched myself 10 years ago like I do now, I would have got so much better so quick, but I didn't want to watch it and put the work in. And if I have a practice session here, it doesn't go good, guess what? I got to come back in tomorrow and do the same thing over and over again. So those are a couple of the practice things that I want to get around. And last little piece about this, notice when I'm going through these balls, I'm saying in my mind each piece and checking them one at a time. Do you notice how I was doing that? Right, so I'm going right hand grip, club face, hips. Okay, now I'm done there, that's set. Left shoulder down, right arm wide. Check it, good. Come back in, and now I'm not just hitting, I'm going through those all again. Right grip, club face square, hips, left shoulder down, here, and then hit. Now I'm doing pauses because I want to get in a backswing move. Not everyone has to do pauses. Maybe you only have one thing to change in your swing. One person watch this and have something completely different to do than the next person. It's so individual and contextual what you should be doing, but how you should practice is the same across the board. So, to recap, your swing's never going to be perfect no matter what you do. There's always going to be stuff to do, but you can make serious improvements along the way. You need two things. You need to know what you're looking for, and you need feedback. I would practice in 20 to 50 ball sets, right? For me, really like 20 to 30 if I'm being honest, then I'm done. And I record until I get it. I would rather spend an hour and only hit 15 balls than hit 75. You're not getting better because you hit more balls. You're doing the wrong shit, right? Like, you'd be better off doing 15 swings really good. It's about frequency over duration. More times you hit practice. I thought I was done, but I got more shit here. I got to come out. More times you practice is better than longer, meaning I'd rather you make 30 swings every day for 5 days than do 150 in one day. I'd rather you practice 20 minutes a day every day than 1 day per week for an hour. Well, I don't have time. No, like, do something at home then. Get a wiffle ball at home. You have a phone, you have a chair probably. Hit swings like that. You have to have a ball present, okay? A lot of gold nuggets coming out here. You have to have a ball when you're hitting shots. Ball on the ground. A lot of you guys will come in and say, I'm making this swing with no ball and it looks really good, and then I put a ball in and it's bad. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay, when there's no ball there, your brain's gonna do different things. Practice with a ball, even if it's a wiffle ball. Frequency over duration with those things. So, couple things I wanted to get there for practice. Hopefully that stuff makes sense. That's why your swing's not changing. If your swing is not changing when you record it, then you're probably not doing the right piece. The only other variable, and then we're getting done here, is exaggeration, okay? So a lot of you guys will do a swing and you think, oh, it's not quite there because I didn't do enough reps. And I'm sorry, but that ain't right. Like, I should be able to do my backswing perfect in 1 rep if I do it correctly. So like, let's say during your backswing, you go too far inside. I'm just making something up, left arm too low. And I say, hey, you're too far inside. I want your left arm on your shoulder plane. Because you're too far inside, you need to feel really high like Bubba Watson. And you make a next swing and you go a little higher but still too low. And say, oh, well, I just need to really rep this out. No. You need to do what we talked about better. You just simply didn't do it enough. You don't need more reps. You need to just do that thing better on that first attempt. So a lot of you, I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of you guys want to make an excuse that you need more practice time with it. You need practice time for it to be a habit where it's not as conscious, but you don't need practice time to do the rehearsal correct. You do not need that. In that one practice session you're doing, you should be able to make it look how you want if you have those two things. You know what you're doing the right thing, and you give yourself feedback. I'll make my swing look exactly how I want every single practice session because I have those two things. That's not to boast, that's to be honest. I spent 10 years trying to change my swing, didn't change. I hope you guys don't do the same thing. That's a lot of practice stuff, but I wanted to get that out. These videos on technique are not gonna work and help you guys if you don't practice correctly. So I hope that you practice correctly. We're probably not gonna do a ton of practice stuff on it. It's gonna be mechanics. That's what CogornoGolf.com is on there for, free 14-day trial, quick plug at the end. But seriously, if you don't practice right, the mechanical stuff is not gonna happen. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked the video, please do me a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell if you haven't. Also, please subscribe. CogornoGolf.com is up and live. If you guys want more instruction from me, tailored for you, check out the link in the description down below. Thank you guys.